Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is V-qie. If you're new here, remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell, comment, share, and let me know what you'd like me to share in the next video. So I'm sharing a story of how I lost a job because of heavy periods and fibroids. And unknowingly, I didn't know I had periods. I didn't know I had fibroids, but that's how I came to, afterwards is when I came to realize that the whole thing that was disturbing me and making me lose opportunities was just fibroids. So, and for if you're uncomfortable about mention of blood and other womanly issues, and especially uh, reproductive issues, I'm sorry this video is not for you, but you can refer to maybe a lady who's interested or who would be going through what I went through. I'm here to share this because I know out there are people who are going through stuff they do not know, and probably this would enlighten somebody somewhere who's going through stuff they do not know, who is struggling with bleeding, who's struggling with anemia and everything. And I think it's just a good starting point to know where to start, like know what to check out first. Because I didn't know all that, but I went through all these struggles without the knowledge of, okay, this and this could be a cause of one, two, three, you know. So yeah, so if that is you, this is a video for you. So this first job, I had worked for that company for some months before as it's just interns kind of thing, and then they had open slots like for permanent employees, and so I was lucky to have been chosen to join the company. But now, of course, there is the paperwork and everything, introduction and all that. And so the very last day that we were supposed to go and now finish on everything, I was on my period, and my period used to be heavy and chaotic, like really bad. I would be in pain. Like when it's that time of the month, the best I could do is sleep. Not really sleep, but just lay in bed and just be there, just lay down. Because I'm in pain. Painkillers weren't helping in any way. I'd take very strong painkillers. The others would make me feel drowsy. But yeah, I survived, and that's why I'm here to tell the story and enlighten other people who don't know. Now, I wake up this morning, getting ready to go to now my new workplace, and before I left the house, I had changed like 2 pads. You know that heavy flow that in like 10-20 minutes the pad is full and you need to change ASAP. And so yeah, that was the routine in the morning. So in the midst of all these struggles, I got late for the appointment. And when I showed up, I was really in bad shape. Like in bad shape. I was just the headache, the pain and everything. And I remember entering that room, and the boss at that time was there addressing people. And he just looked at me and was like, "Young lady, is this the time you're coming to work? This is your first day. You have not even signed the contract." Before I even got a minute to say, I can explain, I was told, "You get out, get out." You can imagine the embarrassment in a room full of people, the new employees, the employees who are already, in the company. And so I left, went, talked to the receptionist, and she told me, "Oh, that man is bad news," and So yeah, I had to leave. I remember feeling so bad. I was so feeling miserable, hating this whole thing about period. It was the first time ever that I had gotten late for work. Like even in the previous appointments they had given me, I always kept time. But there are people who just want to show their power in whichever way. So well, I happened to be the victim on that day, and well, life went on. So I went home feeling so devastated, and all those bad feelings. I'm already in a bad mood, I'm already in pain, and this has added now more. But well, life continued. Now the second one, the second job. Now that one I had already worked in that organization for like 6 months, but it happened that every month I would miss work for a day or two because of the heavy periods, like because of the pain. The days you just wake up and you can't even move, and so the boss had noticed. Uh, and as usual, it's reproductive health and how I grew up is a very sensitive matter. It's not just a matter you just wake up and decide, I'll go tell this person, oh, I have heavy periods, or, not many people also who would understand. And especially if they've not been through the same, they wouldn't really understand. So I would miss work, but in my mind, I would compensate the days with my off days. So the days I would not take my off day and I would just stay at work, and. So the trend continued. And when the organization was reducing employees, so I happened to be the first one. And that's another job I lost because the boss told me, oh, you're always sickly, you're always sick, oh, every day, every other day you're going to the hospital and blah, blah, blah. The excuses employers give you when they want to fire you in a nice way, not because you've done any mistake. And of course, they're feeling the loss, but they just have to let you go. And yes, it happened. And so that was the second time. Now I lost another job because of periods. This whole time, I have no idea that there could be an underlying issue that is causing all this. Because as I had shared in the other video, to me, it was a normal thing. It is what I knew. It is what I knew. But it wasn't the case. And it was so unfortunate that I had to go through all that I had to lose so much for me to come and realize later it is something that would have been sorted before, if had I known that it was something unusual. But I don't regret whatever it is that I went through, because that's why I'm here to tell the story, to share with people who are going through it or who know someone who is going through it, so they can just give them the heads up, get checked out. And a few things I learned from my experience, as painful as it was, as messy as it was, I learned so much. And a few of the things that I picked as a young woman, if you happen to have very heavy periods, please go for checkup. It does not hurt, but just go for checkup. Also, purpose to visit the gynae's office, hospital, or whatever it is, or even a general doctor. Just get those checkups. I purpose to be getting at least once a year, just for my reproductive health. Because I realized, had I done that before, had I made it a tradition, I would have discovered a very long time ago, before I went through all the pain, all the episodes of anemia, and having to be on iron supplements. Because I was on iron supplements for quite a while. But this whole time I'm taking supplements, not knowing, well, the supplements could work, but they still won't work because there's a trigger, there's a reason why I'm losing so much blood. And another thing I learned is parents, to these young girls, to teenagers, please, if you can, or just purpose to just take them for a checkup, take them for that talk with a professional, and especially in regards to periods. Because had I had that a chance, I would have been able to share with someone and tell them, yeah, so my periods are like this from day 1 to day 10, or whatever amount of days that I used to bleed. Because another thing that I came to realize that was not normal is I used to get my periods twice a month, which is not normal. That would have been picked before I went through all that. And another thing is the clots. The clots are not normal. and especially those very heavy ones, because I used to get very heavy and messy, like as I said in the other video, they were like chunks of meat. And man, that's it's a period. It's supposed to be a period. It's supposed to be blood flowing and coming out. But clots every other day during a period is not normal. So if you're out there and you're going through things, please, please, please go for a checkup. I will continue with this reproductive health story because there's a lot and a lot to share. I will share about the surgery, how the surgery went, and yeah, getting babies after having fibroids for many years. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you keep it locked. You keep watching, and let's share this information. If you're out there, you have been through this, and you would like to share, you'd like to have a one-on-one, you'd like to let people out there know, please feel free to comment down below, and we can keep in touch. Thank you so much for watching, and stay blessed. Keep it locked. Thank you, my people.